Hey, Jake G33 here again with another paranormal story for you. As always, it's always going to be true and always going to be genuine. Please like, subscribe, comment, and let's hop into it. The last video I said I was going to jump into the stories where I was with friends and things happened. I lied to you. I'm going to actually do a couple quick hitters of what happened at that house with the ghost boy, because these were a few things that I had forgotten had happened, but they are pretty amazing, I must say. So the first one, well, we're gonna start with my sister. What happened with her in that house? The first thing that happened was shortly after I had seen the ghost boy. Now, if you don't know that story, you need to go and watch the ghost boy in my channel and then come back and watch this. Shortly after I saw him, this happened just a few days later, where me, my brother and sister, we were getting ready for school. And while we were getting ready for school, I was sitting up against the wall in a chair, and I was watching TV. Now, the bathroom was right on my left, and I just zoned in on the TV, wasn't paying much attention to anything else. My sister walks up, and she sits on the arm of the chair, and she's like, "Jake, who's in the bathroom?" And I told her, nobody that I know of. I didn't see anybody go past me. And she's like, "Well, obviously somebody's in there." And I look, and the door to the bathroom's closed, the light is flicked on, and the faucet is on. And I'm just like, I'm telling you right now, nobody walked past me. I already knew what had happened, because I'd been trying to explain to them that something's up with the house. And once she thought about it and was like, "Ooh, what is going on here?" And I was like kind of excited that this had happened, because it was just like, hey, I'm telling you, something's going on. And she slowly walks up and opens the door. Of course, nobody's in there. Faucet's completely on, and nobody's there. So that happened. That was the first story. Now, later on with her, this happened to her. I don't know if I wasn't there, but she said later on what ended up happening was she was with two of her friends in her bedroom, and while she was in that bedroom with her two friends, a karaoke machine of hers had turned on its own. And it was a karaoke AM FM radio thing mixed together, and the karaoke machine had turned on its own, and it was just white noise. And as that white noise was on, the volume started turning up. And obviously apparently they all got out of there and were freaking out and were gone. They were out of the house for the rest of the day. So that was interesting. Whenever she told me that, I was just like, man, that's freaking sweet. I was like, that is intense. But at the same time, I know it's scary. It's just one of those things that after a while, it was just exciting to me. Anytime something was going on with it, it was a thrill for me. So after things like that had happened, this happened right, this is the third story. The third story is that right close to whenever I was about to be moving out of this house, me and my mom, we were in the kitchen and we were talking to one another, and my mom, she tried not to believe in all this stuff and didn't want to believe. And we had these cabinets that one door opened this way, the other door opened this way, and so you open on scissors, and just like the scissor car doors. Okay, and so we're sitting there and we're talking to one another, and out of nowhere, those cabinet doors just opened up completely on their own and opened up both in different directions. And the moment it happened, I was sitting in a chair and I just looked over at her like, so do you believe me something's going on here? And but of course I didn't say anything to her. She simply walks over to the cabinets, closes the cabinet doors, and says, "It was the wind," and then walks out of the room. Oh, I love it. The denial that some people have for this stuff is truly outrageous. I even still have some friends that some of this stuff has happened to them, and they just they want to not believe. They want to not believe that these things go on, because then it changes the way that they see the world in general. But honestly, I feel like accepting it just makes it a better life. You know that there is something after this, and that you know that on this planet you need to be that good person to be able to move on and away from this plane and go to heaven or hell, whatever you're gonna do. But it's got to be done. Staying here, it just seems so terrible to just have to be around, and the only way that you can communicate is by scaring people or hoping that someone tries to communicate with you. It just doesn't sound like a good reality, where going to heaven or hell, I'd much rather pick either or in that case. This is my story, guys. Jake G33. Like, subscribe, comment. I will tell you about the stories of my friends on the next episode. Of course, I got a lot of them, so it's gonna be a while. I'm talking it's gonna be a while for this series to get done and over with. Keep watching, you'll get to hear all about it. Thanks, bye.